is up, everybody? How you doing? Good. Great. Let's give another round of applause for Tom Roddy. Did a great job. You know, a lot of you guys are Church of Christ. It is okay to clap. And there's going to be some instruments later. All right, it is Friday. It's a long way till Sunday. So that's good. Hey, is everybody enjoying their meals? That's great. Anybody need a refill before I start? That's good. Anybody need the peppermilk? No. Anybody need fresh Parmesan? Before, I think they have fresh Parmesan here. It's pretty classy joint. All right, we'll get started. Now you may not be able to tell because of my commanding stage presence, but stand-up comedy is not my profession. I am a dentist in real life, and thank you. I got a few patients here, two people who definitely need to do some brushing and flossing after they're done here. But people are really intrigued by the profession of dentistry. They ask me a lot of questions. They ask, well, you know, what do you like about your job? What do you not like about your job? And the reality is I like nearly all of my job. I think it's great. It's a wonderful profession. I do have one pet peeve. That's patients who refuse to get their teeth x-rayed. You know, I like having an x-ray of a tooth to work on. You know, you can diagnose problems better. You can treat the tooth. You can treat the tooth better. So when I ask the patients, you know, why don't you want to have your teeth x-rayed today? Inevitably, the answer is always, I heard on Dr. Oz that it's really unhealthy for you. Now keep in mind, they're telling me this with that little hole in their throat where they put their cigarettes. I'm not a big fan of Dr. Oz. Those who know me know I don't have much kind things to say. But the guy, I mean, he used to be a doctor, you know, at some point in his life. I mean, he has a lot of scrubs. So you know, but he doesn't, you know, he's an entertainer now. He doesn't really care if you lose weight. He doesn't really care if you get healthy. What he wants is ratings. And so, you know, every day it's some new version of snake oil. And so I would just say, you know, relying upon Dr. Oz for your medical advice, it's akin to entrusting Doc McStuffins with diagnosing your child's behavioral disorders. It's just a bad idea. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so another question people ask is, you know, how can you stand working in people's mouths? Isn't it gross? And my joke answer is always like, well, it's not like I'm your proctologist. And that usually gets a mild laugh, similar to what I've been getting here all night. But then the more I got to thinking about it, I got to thinking, I think the proctologist has it better than me. I don't want to explain why proctology is better, and I will just tell you, maybe for the next 60 seconds, don't eat, okay? Put your forks down. All right, point number one. What proctologist can go into his initial patient exam and immediately ascertain what the patient's had to eat for his last 3 meals? Let me put it another way. What person has to go to their proctologist twice a year to have the doctor clean around the corners that they're missing? One more. All right, one more, then you go back to eating. All right, you know, given today's popular style of underwear, I think people are getting floss more between these cheeks than they are these cheeks. That is the end of my proctology jokes, ladies and gentlemen. You may go back to eating. Thank you very much. I told you, Melly. All right. So yeah, I am. Don't worry though. I know that was gross. I am going to keep this brief because, according to my oncologist, I am scheduled to drop dead at any moment now. Yeah, that's my funny way of saying that I was diagnosed with cancer early part of this year, and you know, that's a hard pill to swallow. It's quite the blow, and you know, right at first, you know, I was kind of depressed. I literally was, and you start to think of what's the point of living? What do I have to live for? And then I got to thinking about it. I was like, you know, I got a lot to live for. I got 3 wonderful kids. I've got an amazing family, extended family. I got great friends, and most importantly, I still need to see Star Wars episodes 9 and 10. Because I mean, The Force Awakens was amazing, and I got to stay alive long enough to see what happens to Kylo Ren. You just got him. But you do all need to understand something. You all are contractually obligated to laugh at these jokes because this is, in fact, my Make-A-Wish. Yeah, those guys, they're not that strict with their age verification. Now, I put down on the application I was 15, and they saw how skinny I was and my inability to grow a mustache. They said, yeah, I was about 15. So there we go. You know, this was actually not my first choice. My first choice on the Make-A-Wish. First choice was Disney World, but it was overbooked. My second choice was a visit from WWE superstar John Cena. But the problem was they couldn't find him. I think on an account that you can't see him. That's for people who watch WWE. The 3 people here who get that joke. I appreciate that. So yeah, so the cancer, there comes a lot of changes in your life, especially with the chemotherapy that I'm on. It causes a lot of change. And one of the changes is that I'm losing my hair. It falls out, really, really easily. I get very defensive when people come at me close to my hair, especially my children with their disgusting sticky hands. I don't understand. You can wash these kids' hands, and 30 seconds later they're coming at you with these lint rollers. They're just disgustingly sticky. So I get real defensive, when people come at my hair. I turn into Uncle Jesse from Full House. You guys watch Full House? All right. So if somebody comes near my hair, I'm like, the hair. And then my hot wife comes and kisses me, and I say, have mercy. Then my niece comes in and says, how rude. Then my brother comes in and says, cut it out. And that's my way of saying that I have a Full House problem. I don't know. I think my doctor says it's an obsession. I do have a restraining order filed against me by Candace Cameron. So I'm kidding. I'm not that sick. It's Bob Saget, but still, I do have a Full House problem. Another big change is the weight loss. I'm a lot skinnier than I used to be. Those of you that know me, I'm not going to tell you exactly how much weight that I've lost, but it's somewhere in the range between like a week-long stomach flu and Al Roker's gastric bypass. It's a big difference. There is some benefits to losing the weight. I used to have this big, fat head, and now I just have this big head. So I got that going for me. But I used to be a little bit on the tubby side. I used to watch those infomercials at night about weight loss, and I'd think, see that before picture, I see that after picture. I think to myself, man, what do I got to do to look like that before guy? He's got it going on. So I just have to pay for the P90X, and if it clears my credit card, then I can actually maybe see my toes. That'd be really nice. But yeah, the cancer is not the worst thing that's happened to me in my life. That would have to be my first wife. Now, I'm not going to say her name. A lot of people know who she is. She's from around here. Her nickname, let's just go by her nickname. Her nickname is Vinny. It's short for Venomous Hellbeast. And well, she had the bright idea that we should get married at the age of 20. And I'm not, back then, I wasn't the bastion of a square-jawed masculinity that you see before you today. Back then, I was a little bit of a pushover. Well, a pushover is maybe not strong enough a term. I was a whimpering mass of succubus fodder, whose only 2 words were, yes, dear. And so, yeah, we got married at the age of 20. I thought it'd be a good idea. I had a very traditional idea about what marriage was going to be like. I played the board game of life. You guys play that board game? The game of life, Yeah. All right, people like the game of life. That's good. So yeah, traditional. I figured out you got your blue peg, you got your pink peg. You buy a car, you go to college, you get a degree, you get a career, you move on through life. You borrow a little bit of money, you save a lot of money, you have kids, and you retire, live happily ever after. That's the game of life. Well, see, I think Vinny's version of the game was a little bit different. The blue peg was at dental school, studying really hard for their future, and then the pink peg would be in the car by herself, and she would go to the bar, that she would have different blue pegs come into the car with her. So yeah, I think she played a different version of the game of life, not the traditional way, of playing it. But yeah, 20 is too young. It's too young to get married. You gotta have life experiences before you settle down and get married. You gotta get a job. You gotta learn to live on your own. You gotta travel. You should really finish college. Or in my case, you should really finish puberty. If just all the young men out there, if you're like sprouting new hairs on a daily basis, that's not time to go ring shopping. All right, let's just keep that in mind. But much like I turned to mediocre comedy writing to get me through the cancer. Way back then, during the divorce, I turned to some mediocre songwriting, and I'd like to share a few of those songs with you today. Thank you very much. Bring up my guitar player, Todd Shawless. Come on up here. We're gonna play guitar. We're gonna do some songs from circa 1999 with my current wife's permission. It's good comedy fodder, and I can only write about 8 minutes of comedy, so I figured we just stuff it out with the songs. Like I said, this first song was written back in 1999 when it was in kind of a rough shape. The funny thing is, if you listen to the chorus, there's a little bit of foreshadowing into my current situation as well. So, Todd, let's hear that guitar. Let's make sure we're good to go here. All right, that's good. All right, you guys ready to hear some songs? All right, all righty. Good, brother. All right. Oh crap! Wait, stop. While I'm not talented enough to play guitar and sing, I did bring the one instrument that I am trained to play on. So just give me 1 second. Talk amongst yourselves. So when you can't write a guitar solo for yourself and you want to play the flute, you write a flute solo for yourself. All right, so the song written in 1999, but foreshadowing to my current situation. Here we go. Let's do this. Everybody was so proud when we said the words I do. But looking back, I did not know what I got myself into. All the lying, manipulation, and that was just the honeymoon. But since you left, I found my humor, and I miss you like I miss my tumor. I'm half the man I used to be. I said I'm half the man I was. But half of me trumps all of you. I'm saying, yeah, it certainly does. You're over me for 5 whole years, but I'm over you because you may have heard, and it ain't no rumor, that I miss you like I miss my tumor. A tumor comes along and it's a part of you. It sits by your side no matter what you do, but it steals your life and it robs your soul. That's why it's not so hard to watch it go. It takes you years just to confess all the wrongs you've done to me. Every night after work, you had your own little jamboree. You've dipped so many wicks, more than a candle factory. Your favorite quarterback was Boomer, and I miss you like I miss my tumor. I cried, but I could not groom her. Now I miss her like I miss my tumor. Oh, I said I miss you like I miss my tumor. Problem there. I had to think to myself, what would Kenny G do in a moment like this? Okay, blew that joke. All right, you guys. Got one more song to play here with Todd. I just want to say the reason why I can say how horrible my first marriage was is because how amazing my second one is. Let's give a hand to my wife Nellie. I'm not going to point her out. She doesn't like attention, but she's in that middle table there. Alrighty. This is a song that's a little bit more optimistic, slightly, about understanding the situation that's bad but getting better. Yep. You called me on your cell phone and said that we were through. I was quite confused, not knowing what to do. I asked my shrink, he told me, he said I sounded like a mess. And yes, my life still sucks, but now it sucks a little less. You came home 2 days later with tears in your eyes. You're such a freaking psycho that it came as no surprise. You see, all my friends said I'd be sad, and they were halfway right, I guess. My life still sucks, but now it sucks a little less. I thought our life would be easy, but you made it so full of hating. Instead of loving me, you screwed with my credit rating. I tried to keep you happy, but you make me feel like this. Yeah, my life still sucks, but now it sucks a little less. Looking back, I thought I'd miss all the good times that we shared. But now I've figured it out, you know, you never really care. 5 years of my life I've spent in the service of your highness. Oh, that's why I say my life still sucks, but it sucks a little less. Found me another girl. Yeah, I moved on with my life. Okay, she's just my dog, but she sure as heck beats my wife. She doesn't bite, she doesn't moan, she hardly leaves a mess. Yeah, my life still sucks, but now it sucks a little less. My life still sucks, but it sucks a little less. Woo! Yeah! Come on! 1, 2, 3! All right. Todd Solace, everybody. Todd. Much, brother. Thank you so much, brother. All right. I got one more song to do. I'm going to do it on the piano. Bring it down a notch, so we'll get set up for that, and you'll be through with me.